Hi, I'm Shane.
I'm Kelsey, and this
that's
is Dixie,
and we're Love Hut for Life. We have now been on the road 57 weeks in our self-built slide-in camper / tiny home on wheels.
This week we started off in the Mark Twain National Forest in Missouri and wound up in the Ozark National Forest in Arkansas. Almost to Texas, guys, making our way south for the holidays.
So hang on and check out this week's adventure. If you have a moment, leave us a comment and hit the subscribe button below.
We left you last week in the Mark Twain National Forest, where we had been exploring for a couple of weeks. We had one more stop to go on our tour of this forest, and that was Alice Springs National Park.
Well, we've been in the Mark Twain for 2 weeks now, all of which we haven't had cell phone service, so GPS has been pretty much useless. But due to the use of a paper map that was given to us, and knowing where we are, I think we're about 45 minutes away from this national park, give or take a few.
We'll find it though.
Navigating a big yellow house through the forest is made a little easier by technology, but there is something peaceful about being semi-lost while driving down these dirt roads.
We found it, Alice Springs National Park.
Alice Springs is a beautiful place with a rich history. There's so much there that we did a whole episode about it that you can check out on Wednesday.
Our video on Wednesday will show you the full day of travels, but we had more places to see this week. So we headed out of the Mark Twain National Forest that had been home for 2 weeks now.
We found an awesome camping spot that was suitable for lunch, but we had dire need for cell phone service, which meant we had a lot of driving to do that day.
We crossed another state line, one that we've crossed before, but we are always happy to spend more time in Arkansas.
That sunset was pretty, but it was a sign that we were losing a battle and we were going to be driving into some hairy conditions for the evening.
The next morning, we were anxious to get out and find out where all of those mud holes had taken us. And I must say, we were pleasantly surprised.
We found ourselves in the Harold E. Alexander Wildlife Management Area, and we were excited to explore it because we were still hunting for cell phone service.
We found it several times in the middle of the road, but drove around for hours looking for that one spot where we had cell service in our camping spot.
And we were elated to find this gem right on the water with everything we needed.
It was cold and wet the next morning, so we spent most of our day laying in bed watching the train go by as we worked online.
We eventually made it out to enjoy our surroundings, though.
The next morning, we were ready to explore again. Ready to see all of the things that we missed our first time around through Arkansas.
Check it out. Love Hut-sized Christmas tree. Pardon me, Forest Service. I didn't mean to take your tree, but it was for a good cause. Ho, ho, ho.
It was time to say goodbye to the Harold E. Alexander, but we want to say thank you for all of the beautiful sights in the meantime.
We had some very important errands to run, which meant we were left driving in the dark again.
Me and Dixie had no idea where Shane was taking us, but we smelled cypress trees and Spanish moss, which was making these two East Texas girls very happy. We woke up the next morning in the beautiful black swamp, but took our time getting out of the house because it was a very cold morning.
We eventually all got out and monkeyed around a bit.
After swinging around from a few trees, we decided that it was time to explore this water management area a little bit further.
Just up the road, we found the spot we should have camped in the night before.
What's that for, Shane?
The wreath for your door.
A Christmas wreath?
A Christmas wreath.
I was absolutely in love with this area because it reminded me a lot of home. Caddo Lake in East Texas, still one of my favorite places in the world.
She's not wrong. This part of Arkansas really does look like East Texas.
It wasn't long until we found pavement again. Pavement that would lead us to our next national forest.
We were both excited to explore the Ozark National Forest because from the maps, it appears there's service roads going in every direction, which means it is ideal for us and how we travel.
Down the first service road we came to, we found a beautiful lake, but there wasn't any cell phone service in the area, so we decided to go just a little bit further and see if we could find a spot that served all of our needs.
It didn't take us long to find that perfect place that we could spend a few days and scavenge for Christmas decorations.
We got a morning hike in, and that came with some beautiful mountain views. But it wasn't long before we were all forced inside for the rain and cold weather to start.
The next morning brought sunshine and a little bit of warmth, so we decided to stretch out and enjoy ourselves for the day.
Dixie curled up by the fire as I started putting all of those Christmas decorations that we had been collecting to good use.
I made dinner over the fire, but unfortunately, when the sun went down, the warmth went away. So we ate dinner inside and did some decorating for the season.
We got our Charlie Brown Christmas tree all decorated, our homemade wreath hung, and even hung some lights around the house.
Outside decorations are a little hard to keep from flying away as we drive down the road, but we got the inside covered.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's video and the first 400 days of our life on the road together.
seeing now that we're at 400 days, you're going to start seeing us repeat states that we've already been through because the other 19 we have left are far too cold for us to be in right now.
Don't worry though, we'll get to them eventually. And in the meantime, we're going to be experimenting with our channel and our travels a little bit. We'll be slowing down a lot and seeing a lot of the things that we blew through the time before.
That's right. So this week, check out on Wednesday, we're going to be having a historical tour of Alley Springs. And next Saturday, we're going to have a new tour of the inside of the Love Hut.
Be sure and check out our other social media pages as well so that you can get a more in-depth view of how we live our lifestyle, like our Facebook page, our Instagram, and yes, our Patreon account as well.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below and leave us some comments. Tell us what you are looking forward to see and learn from us. We'll see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.
Peace out, guys. See you Wednesday.